Okay, so now let's look at a second method. This is called partial products. We're going to use the same problem that we used before, so we can see how the answers are similar. So this one is all based on place value. So the first thing we're going to do is simply multiply 8 times 6, which is 48. Next, we have 70. Because this 7 is in the tens place, we're going to multiply 70 times 6, which we can then just multiply 7 times 6 is 42 and add the 0 on for 420. It's important to make sure all of your numbers line up along the right side. Next we have 400, because this is in the hundreds place. So 400 times 6 is 6 times 4 is 24 with 2 zeros, so that's 2400. Now we're going to move over to the 5, which is in the tens place. So everything we multiply now is by 50, not 5. So the first one would be 8 times 50. So 8 times 5 is 40 with 1 0. That gives us 400. And then we'll have 70 times 50. 7 times 5 is 35 with 2 zeros. That gives us 3,500. And lastly, we have 400 times 50. 4 times 5 is 20 with 3 zeros, and a 20. Now we simply add all of these numbers up. So we have an 8, we have 6, we have 4, 8, 12, 17, and we have 2, 3, 6, and 2. So as you can see, we come to the same answer, but this is a little bit easier to keep track of as you go, especially if you are writing down each individual multiplication problem to make sure you have 6 at the very end. And that's because we have 3 digits times 2 digits, so we have 6 answers. Now let's look at another method that is very similar to partial products. It's just a different way to set it up. So this one we call the box method. You simply draw a box that is an array of the digits. So if I've got 3 digits by 2 digits, I'm going to make sure I have a 3 by 2 array. And then I will write the numbers in along the top and along the right-hand side. And because this is based on place value, we're going to do similar to what we did in partial products, where we're going to go ahead and say what the place value is for each of these numbers. So we have 400 plus 70 plus 8 equals 478, and 50 plus 6 equals 56. Now we multiply. 8 times 50, 400. 8 times 6, 48. 70 times 5, 3,500. 400 times 50, 20,000. 6 times 70, 420. And 400 times 6, 2,400. It's a little bit easier to keep track of for the kids, and they don't have to make sure that they've lined their numbers up as they've gone. Now they will just they will add all these numbers together. And you can just add down each column to start with. So I would have 22,400 and I would have 3920 and 448. Then I only have to stack up 3 numbers. 3920, 448, and add those together. I get 8, 6, 9 and 4 is 13, plus 4 is 17, 3 and 2 and 1 is 6, and 2. And once again, we get the exact same answer, just a different way. Some kids like this way, some kids prefer this way, some kids prefer the algorithm. Any of those methods are okay as long as they can be efficient in one of the methods. One last method to show you, and it gets a little bit crazy. There are so many methods out there. We've researched a few others as well. If you just search multiplication methods around the world, you'll find so many different ways to do this. And it's great for kids to see all those ways because it gives them an opportunity to try something new and see if something works better for them. So this last method you set up similar to the box method. This is called lattice. So you start with your box. Same way we started, an array, it's 3 by 2. And this time we don't do the place value of each number, we just do the digits. And we're going to draw some diagonal lines. This is going to help keep our place value together later when we add. All right, and then we set it up similar. We just start multiplying. So 4 times 5 is 20. So you're going to put 1 digit on either side of the diagonal. 5 times 7 is 35. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 6 is 48. 7 times 6 is 42. And 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, the only thing that you need to be aware of with this is if I had 5, that's not a good example. If I had 2 times 3, if I have 2 times 3, my answer would be 6. I would write a 0 and then a 6 because we need to maintain that place value. And now we add them down the diagonal starting on the right. So we have 8. We have 6, we have 9, 13, 17, carry the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, and our answer is right there, 26,768. These are the 4 methods that I've taught the kids. There are lots of other methods, as I've said. Try these with them a few different times and see which one they seem to be drawn to and that they seem to be best at. Good luck, and the next one will be on division. Thanks.